Good morning to SMF MMTs in the U.S. and MMTs worldwide. This is the pre-market FOMC meeting day. Pre-market on the Nasdaq gap up list. When we always go into these Fed meetings, the futures gap up the next morning, but this particular FOMC meeting today is quite different than a lot of other ones because there's going to be a press conference involved and a statement. They will come out at 2:15 Eastern Time, 11:15 Pacific Standard Time. So, once again, even in the overbought levels, there's going to be a lot of volatility after that Fed comes out and what Bernanke is going to say. Right now, we have some stocks gapping up on earnings. We traded that Panera down short last night. That one was all over the map. The earnings weren't bad, still overbought. Any move up toward the highs would be a short, just as always. RGEN 3.87. So you can see that we got a fairly decent gap. Beaten down Netflix. Buying that off the bottom in a short squeeze would be an area of interest. You finally got the beaten down bellwether Google for the second day on the gap up list. MICC Telecom up 2.37. First Solar, which has been beaten down. Soho, which we've been shorting every day. Those gaps up, as they run them up in the price action volatility, they will roll over when they make their highs as well. So that's the gap open. It's a FOMC meeting. The time is 5:49 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4/27/2011. The gap open down list. On the other hand, you got Broadcom that had a problem with their earnings last night. So here's the weaknesses. MIPS. So you have a very diminishing PF change there. You got very diminishing gap down list versus your gap open list going into the Federal Open Market Committee. One of the feature shorts today, along with this Nasdaq, a lot of controversy around these earnings. Look, it's a giant retailer. They made money in certain areas. Their profit margins are getting squeezed. Their development cost R&D is well above it without the revenues really coming in. So once again, this is going to be a sell short on Amazon as part of pre-market future. Close at 182.30. Live videos and after hours last night. This thing probably moved a good $25, $30 up and down in after hours. And we caught it. That's what we do. We have people who are very qualified who know how to maneuver and understand price action failure and price action volatility and everything that goes in here. Look for lower prices in Amazon. Very nice featured short list on the short list for a period of time. Anytime it rolls up in price action volatility and sets that intraday high in, say goodbye, and it requires a transaction. Nasdaq, FOMC, pre-market futures. Trade management becomes very volatile after the statement. Gap to crap. Gap to crap. I said gap it to crap it. Shorts are getting on that right now. As I was talking with my other guys, they're hitting these shorts right now. They're hitting these shorts right now. Pre-market. Once again, folks, pre-market is the most valuable tool there is because that's how floor traders can see where these gaps are. So when the opening bell comes, they're gonna the market makers will put a stop on all of it. That's their role. Trade management. Overbought stocks, gap up, sell short, intraday high.